Well, hello. It is me, the Supernatural Duck, the really normal Duck, Ducky, and your host for today's stream. Today is the 25th of December. Merry Christmas. Happy Duckmas. It's about 5:30ish p.m. And we're gonna do the weird tradition I've, for some reason, determined is a tradition. That for some reason I will take out a big chunk of time on Christmas Day, Duckmas Day, and not only will I stream, I will review every game that I've streamed this year against themselves. Well, against the, I guess, the super list of all the games I've ever streamed. So yeah, we're here. Hello, how's it going? Few things, a few ground rules, I guess we got to talk about the organization of all of this, and then we're just gonna start moving through it. So obviously, there's a lot of games already on here, and there's something we gotta put on the list. I think the first thing we gotta mention is the categories. Too many categories. The top one being amongst the best games I've ever played, of which, hello Crippy, welcome in. Happy Duckmas. Happy Duckmas. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas. Hello Potato. Boo. Happy Duckmas. Merry Christmas. Get booed on Christmas. Lurk. Crimbus is crimbusing, but you'll leave this here. All good. Thank you, Echo. Hope you're doing well. Happy Duckmas. Merry Christmas. It's always spooky season. I can agree to that one. Yeah, so we've got amongst the best games I've ever played. There's no limit on this category. There should be a limit, probably. It sort of devalues it the more games that are in this category, but that is what it is. Just below that, we have great. Below that, we have okay. We have bad. We have amongst the worst games I've ever played. And then games I didn't give a fair chance. Hello, Lulu. Merry Christmas. Happy Duckmas. Hello, hello. Now I'm aware that some of these thumbnails. GTFO is great with friends. I only played it the once. Some of these games, going back through this, I'm like, probably should have, I feel like more of these games should be in didn't give a fair chance, and a lot of these didn't give a fair chance. I kind of want to try again. They do a lot of free weekends for that game, and it was alright. I will say it was, GTFO was unfortunately saddled with being one of the first games I played properly with mouse and keyboard, and I was not adjusted. But, I'm going to quickly just go through all the thumbnails, because I know a lot of these games people may not know, not recognize from the thing, and put Outer Wilds into didn't give a fair chance, please. Now, I played almost all the game, I just didn't finish it. I still don't know the ending of the game, but until then, I just gotta stay where it is. It's not your fault if you happen to play a lot of the best games ever made. I've been playing a lot of good ones. Also, apologize for any technical issues. It's been a minute since I've done a webcam. I'm not sure I've done one this year. But yeah, so we're gonna quickly go through all the games. Just in order. We have Hades, fantastic. What is sorted can't be resorted unless you played on the stream this year. That's right, that is one of the rules. Nothing gets moved until I play the game again. So some games are in bad conditions right now. They're sitting pretty nice. Some games, I'd move them in a heartbeat, but if I don't play them again on stream, specifically on stream, they're locked in. I can't adjust anything I haven't touched. And I think that's fair. If I enjoyed it in the moment, that's where it was at. I felt the way I did at the moment. Yeah. Quick top category. We got Hades, Hollow Knight, Dishonored, Resident Evil 2, specifically remake, Dark Souls. Technically, it should be Dark Souls remastered, but there's not too much difference between some slight graphical stuff and technical stuff. It runs better on the remastered. Happy 25 stream streak from Lulu. Thank you very much. That's every stream this month. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. It's just an HD redo. It's actually just an HD version. That actually happens so infrequently. Where the game is it's just the HD version. It honestly made it worse. I've heard that some people don't like the graphic stuff. I played original Dark Souls on 360, and Blighttown runs better. So as far as I'm concerned, I'll take it. We've got Red Dead Redemption, which technically should also include Undead Nightmare, which I never finished. No spoilers or anything, but there was a bug. There's a bug that happens on the Game of the Year edition that makes it impossible to complete that expansion, unfortunately. Gears of War 3, Dead Space, Resident Evil 1 Remake specifically, Stray, Halo 3 ODST, Age of Empires 2, Left 4 Dead Game of the Year, Far Lone Sales, Gears of War 2, maybe be mousing along as I do this, Left 4 Dead 2, Sheepy, can't remember the rest of the subtitle, you can find it, it should be free on Steam, I believe, it was just a free game, it was very short, Lethal Company, Payday 2, Call of Duty World at War, and Call of Duty Black Ops for the top category. Sure, they added mouse and keyboard support on PC with it, however, mouse and keyboard support on that is garbage. Playing a Souls game with mouse and keyboard sounds like a nightmare. I know people have done it with, like, Rock Band drum kits, but, like, those games are designed for mouse and controller. Sorry, just controller, not mouse and keyboard. Make sure I don't scroll too far. Was that good? Yeah, that's good. Okay. Then we have Alan Wake, Blasphemous, Days Gone, Dishonored 2, Deus Ex Human Revolution, Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor, Kingdom, Two Crowns, Gears of War, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Borderlands 2, Little Nightmares, Dead Space 2, Carrion, Vampire Survivors, Darkest Dungeon? No. What is this game called? Dark and Darker? Dark and Darker, right, because its abbreviation is Dark and Darker. No, D&D, right, got it. Forgot what the game is called. Minecraft. This is why we're going through all the names. FTL, Elder Scrolls Skyrim, Portal 2, Superliminal, Poppy Playtime, The Gunk, Wolfenstein The New Order, Portal, Wolf Among Us, Warhammer, Vermintide 2, Tomb Raider, Halo 3, XCOM 2, Resident Evil 5, XCOM Enemy Unknown, which is also XCOM Enemy Within. It's technically an expansion, and I know they're kind of listed as two different games, but it is the same game, just one with an expansion. I'm considering it one game. Kingdom, Nothing Lasts, Marvel Rivals, Sims 4, Islands and Trains, Polybridge, Tiny Glade, Fortnite. We're bundling everything about Fortnite into one category there. And Diablo 3. For the okay category, we have Dishonored, Death of the Outsider, Resident Evil 2 Revelations, Crypt Custodian, Gears of War 4, Deep Rock Galactic, Ori and the Blind Forest, Halo 2. I guess also with the Halos, I'm considering all of the remakes, HD remasters, just all of the whether it's the original or Halo MCC, or just we're bundling them all together for the sake of convenience. Enemy Unknown is just Enemy Within with more or less 1.9 version of the original game. Yeah, it's effectively like, I'm not gonna like split hairs of DLCs and with expansions, so like if it changes the subtitle of the game, it's the same game. You know, it'd be one thing if it was a complete overhaul and it like was completely functionally different, but if they're gonna bundle it together, it's just like Dead by Daylight, for example, is the next thing on the list. Technically, it changes a bunch with all the new killers and everything, but it's Dead by Daylight. The Outer Worlds, Unravel, Kingdom, New Lands, Payday 3, The Flame of the Flood, Halo Anniversary, Halo Combat Evolved 1 is basically what I'm saying. Fall Guys, I just scrolled down, is that seeable? Fall Guys. Townscaper, Darkest Dungeon, City Skylines. The music in the background, by the way, is from Polybridge. Great game. That's what we'll be listening to because I'm not very good at setting up music for streams. So that's just going to be here. Darkest Dungeon. Great game. City Skylines, Metro 2033 Redux, Resident Evil 7, Red Dead Redemption 2, Inside, Genshin Impact, Zenless Zone Zero, Rainbow Six Siege. It says it right there. I don't know why I had to think about it. Gears of War Judgment, Rage, Alan Wake American Nightmare, The Pedestrian, Getting Over It with Penafati, Amnesia: The Dark Descent, Limbo, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Children of Morta, Hitman 2, Hitman 1, We Were Here, Garden of Banban, The Forest, Dying Light, Slay the Spire, Don't Starve, Borderlands pre-sequel, Demonologist, Call to the Lamb, Binding of Isaac, Death's Door, Brothers, Contrast, Oblivion, Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion, Outlast, Smite, specifically Battle of the Ground of the Gods on Smite 2, Hotline Miami, Dante's Inferno, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Into the Gungeon, Apex, Legends, Sniper Elite V2, Sniper Elite 3, Northgard, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, Call of Duty Ghosts, Bloodroots, Besiege, Super Meat Boy, Doom, Gears Tactics, Layers of Fear, The Final Station, This War of Mine, The Long Dark, Neon Abyss, Astroneer, Maid of Skur, Super Auto Pets, and Torchlight. The not 1, 2, or 3. It's whatever the multiplayer one. Torchlight Infinite, boom. Is this an efficient way to do the stream? Probably not. But you know what? We're just dumping all the information at once. The mobile one that it's also a PC, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. I would have went back to it. I don't think it was done. That was a sponsored stream I did do for it, and I'm glad I played it. It was actually I played it a little bit off stream. Love to do a co-op Black Ops 3 with you and 2 others in Realistic. I still have never finished Call of Duty Black Ops 3. I've started it a million times. They never even finished 3 before the studio shut down. The Torchlight studio shut down. That's rough. I didn't know that, actually. I know you're a big fan of Torchlight 2. Honestly, love Black Ops 3. 3 was a massive failure. Oof. You love Black Ops 3? I like zombies in Black Ops 3. The campaign, I did not like. I never even finished it. And maybe it gets better. I didn't make it that far. It's just something... Black Ops, when they went to the future aesthetic, they just didn't bring me along with it. Something about it just never really grabbed me. I don't know. Did I play Black Ops 4? I can't remember. I really fell off of Call of Duty. And I'll never play all of them. Not after all the things that they've done to that franchise. I just can't go back. I have it on PC. They're also not very easy to acquire in PC, mostly because they don't really tend to want to put those games on sale, even though some of those Call of Duties are like 15 years old. They're like, yeah, half price, and it's like $30, and it's like, what are you talking about? You know, in Realistic or Friends, where your game crashed on the final cutscenes, so you never got the achievement? Oof. You prefer Warzone instead of Black Ops? I've played Warzone. It's okay. I think it was just like all the... Pretty much Black Ops 2 was when they started to lose me, and that was a long time ago. And like, I've dipped in and out, but I've been out a while. Old ones never be on sale because that would require COD campaigns to give enough of a companies to give enough of a shit. Activision has so many amazing products and IPs. The amount of movie games that they've put out, so many cool games, will either never be able to be acquired again or will never be on sale, and it's the worst. Really Switch, you played every day, but you haven't touched Black Ops? During like the older Black Ops, that was my game. I used to be I played a lot of Call of Duty back in the day. And the only thing that kept me on for a long time was their horde modes, the zombies and the alien modes, but then I dipped. Ghost Horde modes are fun. Extinction was pretty good. I know people did not like it, but I enjoyed it. Alright, we ended on Torchlight. Unfortunate. I didn't know the company went under. That's rough. Over here. Dark Souls 2 at the Scholar of the First Sin, which I do need to specify because it's actually quite... It is still Dark Souls 2, but it is a different version. Metro Last Light Redux, Murdered Soul Suspect, Resident Evil 3 Remake, Batman Arkham Origins, Wolfenstein 2 The New Colossus, Resident Evil 8, Resident Evil Village, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Dead Cells, Resident Evil 0 Remake, Plague Tale Innocence, Resident Evil 4 HD version of the original, Halo 4, Rocket League, Wild at Heart, which should really be in Didn't Give a Fair Chance. I don't know why I put this here. It really should be in Didn't Give a Fair Chance. West of Dead, The Surge 2, Elder Scrolls Online, Alice Madness Returns, Rage 2, Overwatch. I've never played Overwatch 2, so I am talking about original Overwatch. This game can never be reordered because I can't play the original Overwatch again. It has to stay here. Outer Wilds, Night Delivery, Lords of the Fallen, Back 4 Blood, PUBG Battlegrounds, Dreamscaper, Signs of the Sojourner, Fallout 4, Skull, The Hero Slayer, Far Cry 3, Blood Dragon, Darkwood, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Call of Duty WW2, Dead Space Ignition, 7 Days to Die, The Closing Shift, Prey, and The Evil Within. However, it's on a cliffhanger it will never see the end of. They did Ghost dirty. Bad games? They were all bad. Kind of. I feel bad about Wild at Heart. I'm okay with the rest of them, I think. The fact that they call it Overwatch 2 is just such a lie. It's just like not... It's just the same game. 7 Days is Fun with Friends. I gotta get back to it at some point. I've only ever played the console version. which was published by Telltale before they went under the first time. So that's about how old that game is. You played with me? Yeah, that's way back. I believe they sold Telltale The Walking Dead character skins because Telltale happened to publish it. We're fully updating now. Yeah, I know that I've seen some gameplay. I've seen they've changed a lot. I would like to... I gotta get back to it at some point. Okay, I don't have to scroll down for this. In the amongst the worst games I've ever played category, we have Dead Space 3, Gears of War 5, Resident Evil Revelations, Deadlight Director's Cut, Halo Wars 2, Vampire, Outlast 2, Borderlands 3, and Resident Evil 6. All bad for different reasons. Outlast 2 because the content of the game. Resident Evil Revelations because of its fucking insane choices. Halo Wars 2 because honestly I love Halo Wars 1. The bar is set so unbelievably high. It's one of the few games I actually own merchandise for. I love Halo Wars 1. I've never played the remake. I got to at some point. But a bunch of friends and you do 7 days sometimes. So you like play it pretty frequently. Oh, didn't they just release I don't know if it's also a 7 days game. 7 days? I don't know. Isn't there like some roguelike that they just put out? It's like 7 Blood Moons or something. I don't know if it's the same company. I'm out of the loop. I'm out of the loop with certain games. And then games I didn't give a fair chance. Control, which I didn't finish. Darksiders, which I've started like 3 times, I think. Sec. My apologies. Sekiro, which I didn't finish. That's actually where I dropped off on the Souls games for some reason. We Happy Few, which I didn't finish. Celeste, which I fucking did not finish. Like I said with GTFO, I didn't, I only played it the one time. Only played it with, one other person. It seems like a game with 4 people would be the way to do it. Sea of Solitude, which I played this year. So we're actually going to be moving some of these games I did finish it, so that needs to change. Alien Isolation, Undertale, Backbone, Alice. I believe it's American McGee's Alice, which is the first one. Battlefield Hardline. Specifically, I started to stream the campaign. And Spore, which didn't work. Okay, so first things first, we need to address the games that have unfortunately slipped through the cracks. So in 2023, I played Valorant on stream, and it never made it to the list. I forgot I had done it. I don't know what made me remember that I had played the game, but it needs to get put on the list. So I don't know. It was fun with friends. It was an R8 shooter. I played it a few times off stream. It's not something I've ever been like, I don't know. It's like perfectly fine. I don't think it's a game I'd chaotic stream. It was a mess. What are we talking about? We're talking about Valorant. It was a mess of a stream. I don't know if I'm gonna judge it entirely for the stream. I think I'm gonna put it in okay. It was fine. It was a not that complicated shooter. It was a little sweaty, you know, needing to walk slower and everything. It's a little much. I would prefer a more casual shooter, but it was fine. It's a game that I really feel like I've never felt compelled to give a more in-depth look, but I've never felt against playing it. Where is that gonna go? I don't know. We'll put it at the bottom of okay for now. It's Counter-Strike with abilities. See, I never played Counter-Strike, so like I've never really played a shooter that slow, really. So it kind of gets a bit of a pass. And I like hero shooters, so I don't know. I think we'll probably put it... I'd feel okay putting it right here. This seems okay. I liked it. I liked it okay. It was an okay game. I don't have any problems with it. Now this is a weird next game. Super Hot. Now, I missed it off the list, but I've also played it this year. So I don't know where I would have put it originally, but I do need to put it somewhere now. Super Hot. Super Hot. I still need to play the other ones. The stream was a little bit of a messy stream. The VOD's still up on the Really Normal Duck channel. It was a bit of a messy stream. It wasn't as how as I would like it, but you know what? I really enjoyed that game. It's always fun to go back to. It's like a movie. Thank you for the VOD command. I appreciate it. I think we're gonna probably put this in great. I quite enjoy that game. Where does it go in great? I'll put it below Rivals. I'll put it there. This feels like a nice cozy place. Nothing being bad as the dual stream we did where you got wasted. I believe that was Gears of War, was it not? Oh, you talking about messy streams? I see what you're saying. Yeah, that was a pretty messy one. There's been some messy streams. This definitely wasn't messy for that. This is like more like technical issues. That was like I had to put a black box on the screen for like the chat. No, I don't think I've had like a really, really messy stream in a while. Okay, so that brings us to this year. Okay, so first things first. We need to find We need to find a game. First things first is Dead by Daylight. Okay. I don't know. I say this year. Technically, it's any game from December 26th, the 26th of December 2024 to today. I think I have to lower it. It's a game that... This is one of the ones that gets hurt every time I play it, because it's like... Man, they're dropping the fucking ball with this game. It's not as good as it was. It's just true. And it definitely was never, you know, a lot of people would say that it was never good, and that's fair. It's not a game for everyone. I think the question though is it bad? I don't know. I enjoy it to some extent still, right? So I don't think I can put it in bad, but I can't have it this high up here. Like, what am I doing? It's higher than Unravel? Interesting new killers I got to play this year? Yeah. If I judge it strictly from what my experiences of it on stream, not that bad. Hi Naz, how's it going? Happy Duckmas, Merry Christmas. Hope you're doing well. I don't know. I think Oof, where do I drop this to? I think we're gonna move Dead by Daylight. I'm gonna move it to the bottom of okay. And I think it's as fair as I can be. I feel like it's the only middle ground I can find with my opinions internally. That low? I mean, I like it more than Super Auto Pets, right? I don't know. I think I could live with this. I don't know if this is how I feel. I feel like the highs are definitely higher than this. What is the tier below? The tier below is bad. We got okay and bad. I don't know if this is where I'd sit with it, but I think this is where I could live with it. Just sitting Dead by Daylight right here. And I'm gonna settle with that. Super Auto Addiction. Jeez, Super Auto Pets Addiction was too strong to put DBD above it. You know, I might move this actually. I'm like, Gears Tactics being this fucking high is crazy. I'm moving it there. I was upset about that game. I really enjoyed that. DVD was pretty high. I enjoyed. I don't know. I'm leaving that there. We're moving it here. We got to move on. The stream can't be all day. We're one game in. Well, we're really one game in, really. All right. Next, I need to find Polybridge. Where is it? They had an off year. It was a bad year. How you felt at the time versus how you feel now? Yeah, sometimes you gotta, you know, I feel less optimistic, you know, it's gotta move down. Alright, where is Polybridge? The game I have open right now and playing the music. Hopefully a resurrection for DBD. Yeah, hopefully the company makes only good decisions and fires all of the people that make bad decisions and approaches everything in an ethical manner. That would be super sick. If everything could be rad and the game could be fun to play and I wouldn't have to make moral decisions when playing games, that'd be super sick if devs could, like, do me a solid on that one. For just all games. Okay. I literally have Polybridge open this second for the background music. I've got to bump Polybridge up. Is the game a pain in the ass? 100%. This game, Polybridge is an asshole. Some of the bridges are just luck. They're just luck. Um, but you know, what is luck but gambling? And you know, it's a little fun. So we're gonna bump Polybridge up. Where am I bumping it up to? I don't know. We'll bump it up a little bit. We'll move it. We'll move it just below super hot. Gambling. It's gonna come up this stream. Kind of cornerstone of Duckmas at this point. It's kind of a big deal. Balatro was a little sort of took over Polybridge a little bit this year, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, so that's sorted. Now we need to find Zenless. Ooh, is this correct? Let me check my VODs real quick. I don't know if I played this game when I apparently played this game. Have we been making incorrect mistakes here? No, I played it afterwards. Okay, that is correct. Okay, we need to move Zenless Zone 0, which is right here in OK. Now this one's a bit of a pickle. I'm gonna move this game down. I think the game opens in a really fun and quirky, sort of interesting, action-y sort of way. And I really enjoy the opening of that game. And then you get to Act 2, or you get to out of the prologue, and the game is like... You know, remember the additional stream? I think there was 3. I think there was like 3 of them. How many were there? Zenless. There was 4. There was 4 of these streams. They were all sponsor streams, and I really enjoyed them. I don't know how many I enjoyed. The second chapter I was not about. I'm gonna be honest. The gameplay was still okay, but the story was like, man, that's what really drew me to the game. I thought it was really fun. And then I played a little bit off stream, which I won't judge it for in this, and you know, that's not the point of the tier list. But man, that game is just like, feels like Fortnite. It feels like they try to do so many things, and I'm like, what are we doing? I don't know. I'm gonna have to bump it down a bit. I think the opening is just really good. I thought it was very funny. I thought it was entertaining. I think I definitely enjoyed my time with it, and I think I dropped out exactly when I was like, I'm ready to tap out. But you know, sometimes it's like, you know, it's like when a show has like 8 seasons and you watch like 3 and you're like, I'm good right there. Where does this go though? It's definitely got to go below Gart and a Banban. Great game. I did quit the game, so it's got to be close to bad. We'll put it here. We're gonna put it right here. Okay, and then we played The Sims 4, which is up here in great. I don't know what to do about this. I kind of want to leave it where it is, which is very difficult for me because EA has a lot of stuff going on. But when I played this game at the end of last year, building the holiday house, I had a blast. I really quite enjoyed that stream, and I wish I continued the holiday house. I had very ambitious plans for streaming this year, and I switched them up. I switched them up a lot, and I don't really regret it. But I do wish I had gone back to that, and I feel like there isn't time to go back to it because I don't know if I ever am gonna play Sims again. And this is pretty much the final chance to move it. But like, you know what? That last stream was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed building it. It was a good builder. I'm gonna leave it there, I guess. ZZZ goes off the rails for a bit, and it leans pretty dang heavy into fan service, which you're not a fan of, right? Like, it was like a little clear that that was like a little bit of the game in the beginning, and I was like, maybe it's just their character designs. But then, like, I feel like they just started with such a strong opening to ZZZ, and then they were like, we gotta get people into the game that and like do microtransactions and keep people playing for whatever way possible. And it was just like, man, what are we doing? It's a great game that I hope gets sold off by EA. If it gets sold off, I'll think about playing the game again, but I don't know. Heck, EA. Alright, I think we're leaving The Sims where it is. Actually getting The Sims again, you've been having fun after you legally acquired it. Everyone should legally acquire AAA games. You know? I feel like I keep slouching. Streamer's not used to being on camera. Alright, now... Okay. Now we need to find a Getting Over It. Which I played it the last few years on my birthday. It's right here. Legally purchase all DLC. Yeah, legally spend $1,500 to purchase all the DLC. It's the only real way to play The Sims. Support the official release, definitely. Absolutely refuse to spend or support or spend any money in The Sims 4. I've spent approximately $0 in The Sims 4 and have every DLC legally. And you know, that's the 100% discount, you know. Steam sales are crazy. What do I do with Getting Over It? Last time I played it, I made a little bit farther. I don't know. I might just leave this one where it is. I don't know. It's fun for what it is. I can't beat it. Getting Over It or the 100% discount? Am I being called out? Which is... I could be Getting Over It. Really, it's a bit that I haven't beaten it. The sales... Okay. You got DBZ during the sale, and you're getting absolutely shit on? I feel like getting a Dragon Ball game not at release is like... That's a gamble. I feel like giving any people any amount of time to get good at it is dangerous. I don't know. I think I'm leaving Getting Over It there. It's still okay. I enjoy it. I'm making progress. Will I beat it? Who's to say? I don't know. This is a weird one. Okay, so now we need to find up at the top here, we have Resident Evil 2, which I played because of my birthday, and I did the Tofu minigame. We're just gonna leave this where it is. I still enjoy that minigame. It's not really... I don't think anything that can happen there can make me think more or less of the game. It's still good. I still enjoy the mode. Resident Evil 2 is still a good game. You know, my favorite part about it was I hadn't played Resident Evil 4 yet. When I played it originally. Yeah. I very selectively, and I don't really know how to articulate this properly, as much as I think that Resident Evil 9 is going to be a fucking dumpster fire and it looks terrible, and I can't even believe that they're still moving on with this fucking franchise. I'd like to get back to some of the Resident Evil games. There's a couple I missed. I got some thoughts and opinions about them. We're just gonna leave that there. So next we need to find here in the middle of OK, the Forest. I played the Forest this year. Played it with Naz, Echo, Cannibal. Second time I played it. I don't know if I feel I don't know. I feel like judging the game as itself, I'm like, I don't know. It's still okay. Resident Evil 9 starring 6-year-old Leon. I can't believe he's back. I'm so upset about Leon being back. Yeah, I don't know. The Forest is a weird game. I feel like it's one of those games where it's like the game itself. I mean, I guess I'm rating these games based on streaming them because I'm like the game is just fundamentally the same. It's really the experiences of playing the game with other people that really sort of makes the Forest something. Although, you know, I haven't played Sons of the Forest. The trailer for the next Forest game is insane. I would highly recommend anyone who doesn't care about just a little bit of spoilers, I guess, should watch that trailer. Holy moly. Poof. Insane. I don't know. I guess I'll move it up a bit. Compared to the first time I played it, the first time was a lot rougher technically. Like the technical experience of it was Echo's first time playing it, right? Yes. When we played it on stream, that was Echo's first time playing. It's my second time. And I don't know how many times Naz and Cannibal had beaten it. I will say, it was my first time... We did both endings, because we reloaded saves. Not the best... This year has not been the best for multiple ending games, gonna be honest. Usually one ending, I'm like, what the fuck is that? I don't know. We'll bump it up. I'll put it above Limbo. We'll give it a little increase. I think that's fair. Good game of Friends. Man, that game is showing its age though. It's lacking a lot of features. Quality of life features. So that's unfortunate. A lot of fun being chased around by Eldritch Man-made abominations. Yeah, jumping into caves recklessly and just the gamble of landing in water or not. I enjoyed that. Dude, what the fuck is the Forest 3? So, like, what's crazy is it's not even the Forest 3. It's just Forest 3. So they've changed the name again. And that trailer is insane. I'm kind of hyped about it. Alright. Moving on from the Forest, we have Marvel Rivals, which I have up in great. I don't know. I'm going to bump this up. I enjoy Rivals. It's a fantastic game. It's, I don't know. It's really good. I enjoy it. Where would I put this? I don't know. I'll move this to here. I think I'm okay moving it up a little bit. I've had a blast with Rivals this year. There's definitely some off-stream bleeding into my opinions. Because I've played more off-stream than on-stream. But, you know, playing ranked, my teammates being unhinged, being upset at them, you know, I enjoyed it. You have too much time in Rivals and somehow not enough time, right? I feel the exact same. Yeah, I think that's an easy one. It's just I've enjoyed it more. We're moving it up. Easy decision. Good hero shooter game. Oh man. Now we need to find... I started a playthrough of Dark Souls Remastered, and we'll leave it up there. We're gonna leave it where it is. What can I say about it? I haven't continued the playthrough yet. I intended to finish before the end of the year. That's not happening. I'll try to do it early next year, not too early. I don't know. It's still a good game. I really enjoy it. It's a blast to play. Is It's definitely one of those games that's too memorable for me to forget everything, but my brain isn't good enough to remember everything. So there's just lots of moments where I'm like, I kind of remember this. I don't know. Dark Souls 1. It's peak. It's good. It's a great game. I'd recommend it if you like hard games. I can't say much more than that. So this brings me to new stuff. Kind of. So this year I played Monster Hunter Wild. Specifically, I played the beta. And I don't know what to do with this game, because I kind of feel like I should put this in. I didn't give it a fair chance. Because I knew there's a lot to Monster Hunter. And I didn't do a huge amount of content. But also, man, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to put this at like a low okay. And not even for any negative reasons. It fully feels like a really cool game with a lot of neat stuff. But I'm just like, I don't think it's for me. The giant saxophone weapon, which was a blast. I really enjoyed it. It was really fun, but like it really felt like I wasn't excelling at the game. It didn't feel like I was like locked in and like doing well at it. So I'd like to go back to it one day, but I think saying I didn't have a fair shot, I don't know. We'll put it at an okay. I think I could live with that. Do we want to put it at the bottom of okay? I'll put it here. This feels okay. Yeah, I mean, it was my first Monster Hunter experience. I've never played any other Monster Hunter. Maybe if I play again, I'll head backwards. But there was a lot of goofing around. I picked like the deepest voice for the character. Picked the giant saxophone. The little cat people were very cool. I don't know. Fighting the super boss was something else. I don't know. It was a I think it's the perfect beta experience. It's just like I enjoyed it. Got a good idea of the game, I guess. It was a fun stream. It was really fun. I've got no bad feelings. It was okay. It was good. I still don't know if it's for me, but okay. So, oh, man, we are going back a game I've already played. I replayed Superliminal, which is up here in the great category. Yeah, I don't know. We're just gonna bump this up a bunch, I guess. I really like Superliminal. I'd highly recommend playing Superliminal. It's quite a very interesting puzzle game. The mechanics of it are so fun. It's very interesting problem solving. It's truly a video game. Like, it really is like this medium. What it does can only be achieved in a video game. You couldn't do this with a movie. You can't do this in a puzzle escape room. It really is something else. It's really fun to mess around in that playground. Phenomenal game. Huge fan of Superliminal. Big recommend. Yeah. I feel good with that. Now we're on to... Okay, we're not on to new stuff necessarily. We're flip-flopping. All right, now we're going back down to... Going to Little Gator Game. And... Man, what is there to say about this game? Um, Phenomenal. I think immediately I'm gonna put it right here. I think I'm gonna put it amongst the greatest games I've ever played. It's a game that's truly for everyone. It's like a platformer kind of. It's like, I've never played it, but it's like Banjo and Kazooie, kind of 3D platformer, but like there's a lot of other stuff to it. It has a humor that's a lot like Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion, but like what that humor in that game, no offense to Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion, dated, hugely dated humor, absolutely is not aging well. Little Gator Game doesn't have that problem. Turnip Boy mentioned. I want to play the next one. I can't remember what the next one's called. It's got a wacky title. Oh yes, tax evasion, something I totally don't do, government. Story's so cute and wholesome. Just, I cannot recommend this. Like, it's such an easy recommendation. Anyone could play it. It's for a game for everyone, for pretty much all ages. But it's so good. Play Little Gator Game. Play that game. It's a good game. We're putting it up here. It's so good. I haven't played a 3D platformer quite like that before. And it makes me want to play others. Some bits are genuinely so funny. It's hilarious, that game. Next, Sea of Solitude. I started this game before on stream and didn't finish it. This year, I started it and finished it. I think it's one stream. It's really good. I definitely can't recommend this to everyone. It's a pretty heavy game. Deals with some heavy topics. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm gonna probably put this in great. Where at? I might put it like right here. It's really good. If you're prepared for a beautiful looking game that is deals with some heavy topics of mental health related stuff and other things adjacent to that. If you're a kind of person who is okay with those sorts of things, I'd recommend it. Visually stunning, story's really good. Really enjoyed it. It was a good game. I'm glad I got back to it. I'm glad I revisited it. There's a lot of games I need to revisit and like give more of a proper shot. That was definitely one of them. It's tough because, man, there's so many games I want to play, but some games I need to just do it again. Speaking of games I want to play again. Whoops, what did I just do? Next time we switch those categories around. This brings us to another new game, Road 96. When I went to play this game, I thought it's gonna be a build your little van and drive across the place, and like it's gonna be like looting and scavenging and stuff like that and trying to travel. This game is nothing like that. I don't know if this game is like a lot of games. It's really a game that's a combination of a bunch of different stuff. It's a choose your own adventure, kind of. It's hugely political. It's really going to make you question some stuff morally. It tests you. It's really cool. Politics? Whew. I don't know how you could make it through that game if you're somebody who's like, I'm neutral on things. You cannot complete this game if you have any stance like that. It brings up so many topics. And if you're okay with a political kind of game, I didn't know what it was going in. You're gonna have, if you're willing to deal with those sorts of things in games, it's a great game. Holy shit, it is a crazy game. But there was so many moments where I was like stunned and shocked. And politics in games. You're gonna go play Fallout New Vegas where it has no politics. Yeah, that makes sense to me. There's no factions or anything of different ideologies in that game. That makes sense. Man, this category is gonna get bloated. I don't know, Road 96 has to be up here, but where? I don't know. Do I like it more than Left 4 Dead 2? I might put it here. It's so good. It's so good. I'm not gonna say anymore. I went into that game so completely blind, and it was just a phenomenal experience. We wanted to play Left 4 Dead games. I've thought about that, and I'm like, I don't even know how you like. I feel like I keep thinking about Left 4 Dead for like its story, and I'm like, man, how do you like really replay the story again? Because it's like one half a game with a story and that other things are going on, and but like it's really basically a 4-person zombie game, and like it's so chaotic, and I'm like, man, I don't know how to like just extract the story out of it and just have like a story run. Not that I wouldn't want to play like the zombie portion, but I'm just like, I don't know. I think it's just I yearn for like the discovering like the dialogue that you get like from playing it over and over, and I don't know. They need to make a Left 4 Dead 3, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Alright. So that was Road 96. Brings us to... Alright, let's skip to FTL, because I already played this. Oh, brother? What, them making a Left 4 Dead 3? It's called Back 4 Blood. They're never gonna make it. It's never gonna get made. FTL, played it this year, enjoyed it. One of the first games I streamed on my PC when I switched from PC to PC streaming. I don't know. It was a really good game. I don't know. We'll move it up. We'll move it up to Superliminal. Sure. I feel good with that. Is it partially because I want to move Dark and Darker down because my opinions on that game has changed drastically? A little bit. But we'll move it there. Easy done. Alright. Now, South of Midnight. Alright. So, South of Midnight. Made by Compulsion, I think, is the devs. I could be incorrect. My apologies if so. But the people who made Contrast, people who made We Happy Few. I played this game. And I won't get into spoilers. But I'm a little conflicted about this one. Because the game's really good. The combat's a little eh. But the ending is abrupt. The ending is a little raw in the middle. It's a little undercooked there. But the rest of the game is great. So I think I can put it in great, but I don't think I can put it in the best game. One amongst the best games I've ever played. I think it's pretty generous me putting it in great after, like, I don't know. The combat's, it's pretty rough, but, like, I don't know. The story builds up such an interesting... What a phenomenally interesting world and, like, how they view things. But, like, man, they just... They put all the ingredients on the table and then they just... They undercooked it. It's unfortunate. You can see the ingredients. You know they're in there. I don't know. I wanted a little bit more. I'll put it here. I'm okay with that. Fortnite made Godzilla x Miku canon, so it should be peak of all time. That event was crazy. Fortnite events have been crazy. I wish Fortnite would be as good at events as they are for just the general season that's occurring. Or I'd put Fortnite higher, but if I had streamed it this year, I'd probably bump it down. Honestly. Okay, we got a lot more games. We gotta pick up the pace a little bit. Alright. This brings us to Little Kitty, Big City. Little indie game I played. They updated it since I played it. You can actually customize your cat now. So maybe I'll go back to it eventually. Great game, fantastic platformer, great humor, very funny. Kind of a collectible game. Not the deepest game in the world. Wacky, silly, like Little Gator game. We'll put it in great. I'll put it here. This feels like a good spot. That event was the only good thing of this year, other than when you play as Godzilla. I think they had some other good stuff. Playing as Godzilla was pretty good. Playing against Godzilla was no good. Simpsons was interesting. Fortnite Simpsons wasn't the worst. Okay, where are we at? What else have I played? Battle Brothers. I need to go back to this game. It's a super hardcore roguelike. It's not a roguelike, really. Randomized dark fantasy sort of game where you get loot for your guys, and that's really cool. You know, you customize them. It's like XCOM, but holy shit, is it so fucking brutal. We're gonna put this in okay. I need to really just try it again. Where is it going in okay? I don't know. I quite enjoyed the mechanics of the game, but hardcore. It's hardcore. We'll put it right here. They should make that map that small all the time. I don't know how I feel about the Simpsons Fortnite map, because it's like small was interesting, but also like it needed more in it. I'm like, how can you have like a empty hill when your map's so small? Everyone can see. I don't know. I think there's a lot of good things. I think the cell shadedness looked cool. I think that was pretty rad. Islands and Trains. Have I already moved this? No, I haven't. I played that this year. I played this week, right? I finished the island. Where is this? I'm okay with where it's at. Really good game. Still enjoy it. I don't know why the Christmas content is seasonal. It's only available for a limited time. That's insane to me. I don't know why that's the way it is. Yeah, Duckmas Island was really cool. I enjoyed it. It's a very cozy game. It's very relaxing. Wish the Christmas content would stay in there all year round, but aside from that, it's a good game. It's solid. Play it. Enjoy it. Cheap indie game. I received it for free, but it's also, I think it's only a few bucks. It's like Tiny Glade. If you like trains, it's pretty cool. This takes us to Unpacking. Unpacking is a game that I've been recommended for quite some time. Crippy actually having recommended it for a long time. You just unbox some boxes, and there's some narrative things that occur, and I really enjoyed that game quite a bit. We're gonna throw it up here. What a blast! What a good like 4 or 5 hours. Very enjoyable experience. Both as relaxing as it is stressful. Storytelling in the game is so interesting. For a game that has like basically no dialogue, tells quite a story. And there's still more, you know, there's still a lot of stuff I didn't do, challenges and stuff. You know, great game. These indie games are fucking good. I don't know what's up with that. That's so weird. All these indie games are amazing. So, all right, we're gonna move around a little bit. We're gonna do 2 games that I have already played before. We're gonna do, where are they? City Skylines is here. I did a little playthrough this year, where I made Super Duck City or something. I made Shit Mountain. It was a mess. You saw recently there's a challenge to unpack everything into the incorrect spot. That might, I don't know if I could do that. That drives, the concept of that drives me nuts. I'd be really interested actually to see the rules of that challenge, because I'm like, there's certain things that can't leave certain rooms. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, City Skylines. What a mess. Just fun. I might just leave this where it is. It's just an okay game. I like building the cities. I wish there was more to it. It definitely is a game where it's like, buy the 70 content packs to really get the most out of your experience. And I'm just not that kind of guy, man. I just don't. Just give me a definitive edition or something. Don't make me buy 70 packs. I don't know. I enjoyed it. It's good to stop by and check it out. I'll probably maybe not check it out again. Depends. I'd like to try out Skylines 2. Hopefully it'll have enough content by the time I eventually visit it. And if it's good, I'm probably good. So that might be the tap out there. I also additionally played Warhammer Vermintide 2. They have a Christmas event right now, by the way. If you log into the game, you can collect items. Just one of the login events. I'm probably gonna leave this here where it is too. It's a really good game. I really like it. I think I played it once or twice this year with Cannibal Naz and Echo. It's a pretty good time. I don't know. The maps are fun. It's like Left 4 Dead 3 basically, if you think about it. I don't know. I recommend it. It's almost always on sale. It's a good game to get into. It's a fun time. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I'm not trying to like speed through these games too quickly. You know what I mean? Like some of these games, I'm just like, yeah, they were good last time. They're still good. I'm leaving them where they're at. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave those there. Yeah, it's a good game. It's a lot of fun to friends. I like that there's progression to it and not just do the map and be done. Good game. I'm gonna try and play more Warhammer games. I'd really like to. They got a lot of good ones that I haven't gotten around to. Haven't really played Darktide, Space Marine, all those games. So next up is Crime Scene Cleaner. And I don't know what I expected for a game about cleaning up crime scenes. I'm just gonna... I didn't finish the game. I think I streamed it once. I'm pretty sure I streamed it once. Um, there's a story to this game. It's not just cleaning up crime scenes. There's you get details about the crime scenes. This game's fucked up. It's fucked up. It's weird. It's really dark. Thematically. You expected it to be more goofy? I expected the same. I thought it was going to be a bit of a tee-hee. Also, the game is not labeled as such. I'm going to double check right now. If this is the case, still not the case. Okay. This game is not labeled to be having AI content in it. There's no warning label about that. I'm like 200% sure it does. I can't verify or back that up, but there's like certain images in like the family paintings in the houses that I was like, oh, it's like that. So between that and the incredibly fucked up story, you know, I was out when I was like, this just seems like this is AI. But I was, before that came up, I was already like, I might be out of this already. I'm gonna put this in one of the worst games I've ever played. I regret playing it. If I had known what I'd known about it before going in, I would have skipped it. Would have skipped it. That's my bad. I fucking hate AI stuff. I don't try to intentionally platform it on the stream or partake in it if I can help it. I didn't know in this case. It's my bad. If I'm just rating this game based on the game itself, probably put it here, which is crazy, but we're putting it there. Amongst one of the worst games I've ever played. So next we have Orcs Must Die. Great horde mode game. We're gonna throw this into great. Easy throw. Just a blast. It's old. It you know, hasn't aged the best. Encountered some bugs, but it was fun. We'll put it right here. And great. I'd recommend it. I think the later ones are co-op. I would assume they sort of follow the same formula. I know that there's Orcs Must Die Death Trap, I think, that apparently doesn't have good reviews. But yeah, I mean, I'd like to play more Orcs Must Die. I just, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll go back to the challenges. I'm a little upset that I took 20 seconds too long on the final level and messed up getting my perfect score. That annoyed me a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it's a really solid game. It holds up. It struggles to hold up, but like fundamentally it holds up. If you just want a tower defense kind of game, horde mode tower defense. I mean, it's not really quite tower defense. It's like action tower defense, I guess. I don't know. I'd recommend it. All right, what do we got? Donut County. This has to go in okay. Where in okay, I don't know. Just a fun, short indie game that's pretty funny. I don't know if it has the same staying power as a lot of the other indie games that I've talked about. It's sort of a one and done. Definitely quirky. Really didn't know what I was getting into. Very interesting gameplay mechanic. It's so fun. It really is quite fun. I'd recommend it. It's a good, if you have 3 hours, play through Donut County. Put it right here. I feel okay with that. I feel like that's a little bit high of a glowing review. Like, I feel confident in, like, yeah, play it. But, like, I'm still putting in okay. But it's just, like, I don't know. It's okay. Do play it. I think that's fair. It's a fun, interesting indie game with a good sense of humor. Why is the stream not sponsored? Because you're putting these games in your wish list? You know? That's right. All these companies should sponsor me. See, like, what's crazy is I've played all these games, and, like, my wish list still keeps growing. Granted, I don't manage my wish list very well, but there's a lot of games I've acquired from free from Epic, who gives away games every once in a while and stuff like that. And I still haven't taken those games off of the Steam wish list, but I need to do that at some point. I think you'd really like Donut County though, Naz. I think if you're throwing that on the wish list, it's a good one. I have no idea the prices of any of these games, so I don't know about any of that. I know a lot of these I did play on Game Pass. Microsoft can go to hell, but I did do it at the time. Added it. Alright, now we're Manami Lane. Speaking of really short indie games that are phenomenal, Manami Lane, it is the most, like, it gets right up to, like, it's the perfect length of a game. It, like, here's the bit, here's what you do, here's a new mechanic every once in a while. Once it starts getting a little much, it's like, game's over. You're done. You're out. Easy. Very cute art style. Very fun. We're going to put this in okay easily. Put it next to the Pedestrian. Yeah, I don't know. It was just a lot of fun. It's a very short game. It's just a little, we'll call it a town builder. It's not quite that. Yeah. I don't know. It's a good one. It was a good one. I was excited to get to that, and I was not disappointed. Ooh, this next game. Into roguelikes lately? I feel like I've recommended all the ones I like. I know that, like, a lot of indie devs are making a lot of roguelikes. I feel like I've played, like, the big ones in games. I feel like I haven't dabbled in a lot of new roguelites. Although this one is kind of one. I don't know. Sorta? Nine Kings. Played it when it was in game preview. I was like, it looks cool. I don't know what to expect. Was not disappointed. A city builder roguelike card game. Usually I tend to not go for card games. This year I've kind of gone against that. But usually they don't look as visually appealing. It's like it's harder to be like, what's really happening? Not to judge books by its cover, but like I don't always watch like trailers for all the games. Sometimes I'm like, what's the art style? What's this look like? What's the deal? And cards don't usually do that. That's why you brought it up, because the Nine Kings on there. Nine Kings is so good. It's so good. It's kind of addictive, actually. Do I put this in great? I fucking might. I really enjoyed it. It's a good game. It's like so right up my alley. It's like it just checks so many boxes. It's pretty good. I've only played once since the quest mode came out, and the quest mode kicked my ass, so I don't know what that's about, but just the regular mode is fun. Big recommend. Pretty sure it's also hit 1.0, so that's good. This, I'm definitely moving this game up. Where is it? Where is it? It's at the top of OK. Crypt Custodian. I played this game when it was in the demo, as recommended by Crippy. I played that when I played Tiny Glade, I believe. I did both those games in the same stream. I really enjoyed it. I had a good time playing it. I played it on stream. I really enjoyed Crypt Custodian. It was difficult. It was easy. It was funny. It was serious. It was wacky. It was wild. It made me theorize, being like, what's happening? A little grindy. The only bad thing I'd even say about the game is I did the 100% completion run, which wasn't that bad, actually. And the thing that happens... The content at the end, I guess I should say. I won't spoil it if you haven't seen it. Didn't like it. Didn't like it at all. Left me on a sour note. Because I just... It wasn't just that the game ended on it. And that was the final note I was left with. It's that I grinded the stuff to get to the ending. And it wasn't good. And that was unfortunate. So I will very generously bump this into great. But I can't do better than a poly bridge. Cat and frog statues are so cute. I agree. Amazing aesthetic. Very fun. Story's a little rough in some spots because of that ending. But maybe that's just a me thing. Pretty good. Pretty good. I enjoyed it. 100% completed it. I don't do that with like any game. So, you know. Another game I need to move is Made of Skur. Okay, so I played this game a very long time ago. I remember the first time I played it. I remember the stream. I remember I got up to drink water. And the mods at the time made a lot of commands. I don't know why that sticks with me, but I remember it. But I didn't really remember the ending or a lot of stuff about the game. I played it again. I really enjoyed it, actually. It was really good. I liked it better this time around. Without going into details, the game has multiple endings. And... man, one of those fucking endings fucking blows. It fucking sucks. And I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but I was like, I didn't feel like I had sufficient warning that that was the ending that was happening. But the other ending was pretty alright. Yeah. I like the game. It's a very interesting first-person survival horror game. It's got some rough mechanics to it, I'm gonna be honest. But, I liked it. I'll move it up from the bottom of OK. Like that mod? Oh my god. Who could have done I don't know why that sticks to my brain so much. I remember the room too. It was the room with the like little train that goes around the house. It's weird, that was one of the few things I remembered about the game. But where do I want to put this? I'm going to move it up to here, which I think is maybe a little too generous, maybe. But I don't know. I really enjoyed playing back through. I need to play more survival horror games. Hence me talking about Resident Evil earlier. Yeah, I don't know. It was a good time. I enjoyed it. I like that genre. Speaking of survival horror, played Still Wakes the Deep. Now, I'd seen a little bit of gameplay of this game. from other people's streams. I believe I watched even Naz play a little bit of it. But I mostly was like, I'll lurk. I'll check it out myself. I don't want to spoil it. Man, I've went in way more blind than I thought. I almost quit playing this game because of technical issues, which I still don't know what caused it. I'm starting to think that just certain games on certain platforms, specifically games I play using Xbox for some reason sucks. It's almost like Microsoft is ass. Why isn't this stream sponsored? I don't understand. Man, Still Wakes the Deep. I would love to play the DLC. This game is phenomenal. Just great game. Man, what a great game. What a punch to the gut. No, I see. It really is such an interesting premise, interesting environment, interesting location. It's a very clear. Its references and what it's pulling from is fucking like Rudolph glowing red nose, like so on the nose. Like you know exactly where it's pulling its references from, but also it's like it makes it its own. It like really, you just fully get bought into the game. It's fucking fascinating. And I'm like upset that there's just a DLC because I'm like, don't make more. What the fuck are you doing? But I'm also like, well, what's that about, man? Character development insane. From always running away from his problem to face it head on. Heard the DLC is ass. No, why would they do that? Should have been a one and done. What an interesting protagonist to be playing as. What the side characters, so interesting. Great game. It's got to be in great. I've described it as great like 18 times. Where is this getting put? It's getting put pretty high, I think. We're gonna put it up here. It was pretty generous. I quite liked it. I quite liked that game. I didn't think I would like it that much. Speaking of games I didn't think I'd like that much. Fucking Balatro. This fucking card game about gambling. God damn it. It's great. I don't know. It's addictive. I enjoy it too much. It's a game where I'm like, I don't know what else to play. What do I play? I'll boot up Balatro. Oops, there goes a ton of time. It's like I don't feel the call to it, but like when it's there, it's just like, all right. Well, I mean, I'll play a bunch. I'll put it here. It's a good game. I'm so locked in on my opinion for Balatro though. I have to say, if you don't play it, I get why people would it's really like you need to play it. The game, I understood how poker worked. Until you like play the game yourself, it doesn't like click. I don't know. It's just like there's just something about that once you've played it, once you're infected with the Balatro virus, you can like you see behind the curtain. But until then, it's like it's just like what the fuck am I watching? Like I can't make sense of it. I tried watching this game before I played it. I just could not figure out what the fuck was happening. Played it, locked in. Alright, so we have a couple more games, but let's do... We're gonna skip to Enter the Gungeon, because I think... And Polybridge. The last two games... Didn't I already do Polybridge? Didn't I move Polybridge up? Is that on my list twice? It's on my list twice. Okay. So then let's just do Enter the Gungeon. Eating banana to turn a card into glass and performing black magic just to get 3 of a kind. Right? Like, it's just so much happens. It's so weird, but it all makes sense. Enter the Gungeon. Where is Enter the Gungeon? Here we go. It's in okay. Enter the Gungeon is a weird one, because I don't know what to do with it. I get my ass kicked every time I play this game. So it's really the same experience every time, but there's this like mounting frustration with myself being able to make progress, being unable to make progress. So I don't really know. Like, there's a part of me that wants to keep de-ranking it, because I'm like, these streams get frustrating because I'm angry with myself, but like, the game is just the same. So I think I'm just gonna have to like be like, it stays where it is. If something happens, I'll move it up or something. If I just get to the point where I'm like, this game's bullshit, I'll move it down. I'll leave it as is for now. I'm upset about it. I really would love to make some fucking progress in this game. I don't think it'll happen. I don't know. It's become a Ducktober staple, so we'll see. So I think that leaves us with all new games, I think, that I played this year. So Graveyard Keeper, a game that was recommended to me by Cordy, is a... I thought this game... I genuinely thought that this game was like... I thought it was like Stardew, but like with a sort of Halloween sort of vibe. And I'd never really played that much Stardew. And I was like, okay, this could be fun. It could be like a quirky game. The DLCs are all named after TV shows. There's like a Game of Thrones and Breaking Bad. And I was like, sure, this might be a cool time. This game is that. It is that. It's a weird, kooky... Kooky? What am I thinking? I don't know. I don't know what I was going for. I just said it and then I forgot it. And then I went to... I don't know. Quirky. There we go. It's a weird, quirky time. And then... And then the game gets really fucking dark and weird and like kind of evil, and there's no like tee-hee ha-has. It's like, no, there's some crazy stuff. I don't know. I didn't get that far into the game. Maybe this is spoilers. I don't know. When there's yeah, there's just something about harvesting organs and witch burnings. I was like, oh, I didn't know it was that kind of game. It kind of just drops it on you. I'm gonna maybe give this game an okay for now. Really should put it in, didn't give it a fair chance, because I only streamed it once. I don't really know how to feel about it though. It was a weird experience. The crafting seemed interesting, seemed way too intricate. Need like 19 crafting tables to build anything. But man, I just don't know what kind of game. I don't know. I didn't know what I was getting into. I still don't really know what the game is. I want to go back to it. I feel compelled to go back to it. I want to make sense of it, but like, man, what a weird time. So we'll put that at okay, close to bad, and we'll move along. So this takes me to Tell Me Why. So this game has made me, I'm locked into this company, okay? This game is made by Don't Nod Entertainment, I believe is their name. Okay? So Tell Me Why. Sorry, Don't Nod have made Life is Strange, which I've played, which is really good. I haven't played it on stream. I'll get around to it eventually, maybe. Really like Life is Strange. They made Tell Me Why, which is a very similar sort of game. And then for some fucking reason, they made Vampire. And I fucking hate Vampire. Vampire is one of my least liked games of all time. It's right here. I don't know how this company made these games, and I've made it. I'm gonna play all their games. I'm gonna play them all at some point throughout my life, cause I'm like, did the fucking Riddler make this shit? What's the secret going on here? Crazy the difference in what they put out. I'm gonna say personally, I prefer their sort of choice-based story games, because Tell Me Why is phenomenal. I'm gonna say easily equal to, and depending on the conversation, better than Life is Strange, easily. I was locked in. Is it better than Life is Strange? It's a tough one, alright? You know, I'm a little bit more generous to Tell Me Why. I haven't played Life is Strange in like 10 years. Grain of salt with that, you know? So, not the fairest comparison. Played Tell Me Why a month ago. That's important information. But Tell Me Why is amazing. It's easily up here. It's a mystery. It's a thriller. It's a... I don't want to say more about it because... Ooh, man. What a journey. What an adventure. What a time. Am I putting this higher than Stray? Had you theorizing every chapter? Theorizing, edge of my seat, fully locked in. It's not a perfect game, but it's pretty good. Do I put this in the top 10? I'd have to kick Stray out. I'm gonna go crazy here. I gotta do it. I'm putting it here. I'm putting it pretty high. I really like that game. I didn't know what I was getting into. I almost regretted started playing it because it starts crazily. I was like, whoa, this is it's doing some heavy topics going into this immediately. The opening is wild, and then it's like it, and then the game's just like, all right, we'll just see where it goes from there. And man, if you gotta play it. Everyone's gotta play it. If you're into that kind of game and content, you gotta play it. Crazy. Best season of a TV show that I ever played. Alright. Are we down to 4 games? Yeah, alright. I don't need to keep track of these anymore. Halls of Torment. Man, it's tough following that one. Yeah, I mean, like, it's okay. Where is it an okay? It's gotta be high up. Below Unravel? I'll do that. Yeah, I mean, if you like Diablo 2 and you like roguelites. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I thought I would enjoy it a bit. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It was really fun. I don't know if I'm going to go back to it. I don't know if there's more I want from it. A very Vampire Survivors, very interesting, just general world that they've made. Um, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good game. Really doubles down on the like sort of Doom, Diablo sort of like 80s devil hell sort of vibe. It's more medieval than that though. I don't know. Really dug it. Good game. Game about digging a hole. We're gonna put this at a low okay. Right out of the gate here. We're probably gonna put this about. We're gonna put this right here. Gameplay was fine. It was fun. Pretty short game. Ending, didn't like it. Didn't like it at all. Absolutely not. Gameplay was great though. Really interesting. It was a little repetitive, but didn't really overstay its welcome. It's a pretty short game. Why not play it? I wasn't a fan of the ending, but like, you know, why not? Go nuts. Yeah, pretty satisfying game. More of a chill game, sort of like Power Wash Simulator, but it's got a little bit more going on, I think. Monsters Are Coming, Rockin' Road. How the fuck do I describe this game? It's a roguelike tower defense game, but your tower also moves and you move and you're trying to build up your tower. It's a lot. The game's a lot of things. And it's pretty good at a lot of them. Music's pretty sick. I like it. It's a good game. I'd recommend it. It's fun. It gets grindy, but you always feel like you're progressing. It gets a little repetitive. I don't know. You can do a lot. You don't need to. Story. The world is interesting. I don't know if I'd say the story. Definitely takes a little bit more than 3 hours to beat. Yeah, we'll throw this in okay. I feel satisfied with this. I could live with this. We'll put it here. I feel good with this. Yeah, I liked it. Solid game. Solid indie game. Would like to see a sequel with some changes. Some more music. And this brings us to our last game. I just beat this game the other day. Did it in one stream. Pretty short. Very enjoyable. Made by the... There's something motive... Locomotive? Something like that. I can't remember. I apologize. I don't know the name of the devs. But they made Far... Lone Sails and Changing Tides. I've only played one of those. Really quite like that game. But they made Herdling, and I didn't realize they made that until afterwards. And I played it, and whew, if you want to be deeply attached to a game and be deeply stressed out by things occurring in the game, and you want to see some amazing visuals, and you want to explore a very interesting world, and you want to be given just enough to theorize about, but not enough to feel like you're being overwhelmed by a story, this is the game for you. It's a blast. I think it's probably better. I think maybe I'm biased. It feels like a game you shouldn't play alone. Not because it would be bad alone. I think you'd probably get more out of the experience if you played it with somebody, or on stream, or something like that. I think that would be a better vibe. I don't know. That's just me. Feel free to play games however you want to play games. The Sweet Calicorns, so cool. Just an endearing game. We'll put this in great, I think. We gotta put this pretty high. We'll put it up with Ori. I think this is a nice little place. Yeah, I feel okay with that. Yeah, I played some really good games this year. We didn't add anything. So it didn't give a fair chance. We only added one thing to one of the worst games I've ever played. Did I even add anything to the bad category? I don't think so. This year was pretty solid. I played some really good games. I enjoyed them. Had a great time. Um, Next year, I intend to play a lot more variety of games. Have some more good experiences. Maybe replay some things. Not too many things. Yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed it. I had a blast. I will probably next year, sometime early next year, we'll do a movie stream. Like I did last year. Um, Talk about all the movies I watched this year. A lot of great indie games. A lot of great indie games. Yeah, I missed a lot of AAA releases this year and the past few years. And as much as there's a few of them where I still want to play, don't miss a lot of these experiences. These ones, I'm glad to use my time more wisely and played some indie games instead of like one or two big AAA games. Yeah, games are good. I'd recommend most of these games. I think I spoke pretty highly of a lot of them. Not sponsored. Absolutely no benefit to me, any way, shape, or form. If anyone plays them, in whatever way that you play them, but you know what? They're a good time. And I hope everyone else, plays games they enjoy and have good experiences. I don't know. I think that's sort of my opinion on that one. But yeah, I'm gonna call it there then. Thank you for joining me. I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas and Happy Duckmas. Hope everyone drinks water, take care of yourselves, be kind to yourselves and others. Have a good rest of the year. I think I'm streaming 6 more times this year, and then I'll probably take a little break after January 1st. Little Gator Game, Unpacking, Cryptic Custodian, your beloved. They're good games. Unpacking is phenomenal. Gator Game's amazing. Crypt Custodian, what a funny time. It's hard for me not to think of like Tell Me Why. It was just like what a gripping experience. I don't know, just so many good games. What a blast. I'm excited to play more. I think if there was a time in my life where I was like, I'm not sure about video games, this last year has been pretty good. My if anything, I'm just like, I just want to play more games. I don't know, they've just been so good. Play indie games, support indie devs. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's everything. Kind of a shorter one, but it is what it is. Thank you everyone for joining me. Hope everyone has a good one. Maybe more for face cam. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, have a good one, everyone. Goodbye. Later. See you around. Enjoy your evenings. Have a nice one. Have a good rest of your days. Thank you for joining me, and I'm out of here. Bye, everybody. See you around. Later. Goodbye.